Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or ADHD for short. In this series, we take you on a journey, a chaotic journey. Meet Rachel, chaotically fun, on the hyperactive side of ADHD, with enough energy to light up a city. With a fear of flying and a passion for anything non-spicy, she's embarking on the trip of a lifetime. Meet Jason, baker, actor, and big fan of everything spicy. They've been diagnosed with ADHD, and they're about to experience what life is like way outside of their comfort zones. From lush rice fields to bustling markets. Get ready for departure, because we're heading to Bali, Indonesia. This is Chaos to Cuisine.
Well, this trip's happening.
Okay, this flight is going to be pretty hectic just because Rachel is, she's pretty full on when it comes to flying.
I'm not good with it, okay? Like the takeoff for me is like on a swing when you go up and then you go back down on the swing. It's that, you know, that feeling. So I don't know if I'm going to be that confident, but I've got Jason sitting next to me. So what could go wrong?
There is a sudden loss in cabin pressure. Oxygen.
Takeoff was pretty rocky.
It's a bit wobbly, Jason. Is it normal?
It's fine. There was very little people on the flight, so that was also concerning. I'm seriously nervous for the landing.
No one is. It's not going to be fun.
And landing was rough as well. I don't think we're meant to bounce when we land.
Thing up, like pulling it up. Easy. We did. Oh no, we didn't. Yep, there it is. Oh, okay. Yep, there it is. Ooh.
My name's April Kane. I'm a clinical psychologist and I have a special interest in ADHD, particularly in adults. I have ADHD myself. I have a fidget in my hand. It's a squishy one. I've been told I can't have the other one, it's too loud.
It's correct.
Hey?
I don't know. The handle's wet.
Nailed it.
ADHD is one of a number of conditions which are thought of as being neurodivergent conditions. So divergent, I guess, just really pinpointing that our brains are wired and work differently. So there's lots of differences in the way that we think and the way that we process information. I think it's probably important to recognise that this label doesn't really adequately describe the experience and what it's like to have ADHD. Rather than a difficulty regulating attention, it's a difficulty regulating lots of things. One of them is attention, but also difficulty regulating our emotions, our energy, regulating behaviour and impulsivity, and regulating our nervous system so we can get quite overstimulated.
Straws, I think. It's a lot of names.
After a rather bumpy flight and stressful process with immigration, the duo decided to seek some much-needed relaxation time at the Bliss Spa in Ubud.
At the Bliss Spa, the facility is in this beautiful rice terrace. They have a beautiful koi pond, and you really get that feeling of being in Bali when you get there. It's beautiful, very natural. Present.
Rach, no.
Oh my God.
Happy sparring.
Oh my God. Kind of catches you off guard when they give you this little, plastic wrapped thing, and then they're like, this is for your underwear. And you open it, and it's basically a hairnet.
No disrespect to your underwear. I'll put different things. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Well, that's them there.
That's interesting. That's weird.
A Balinese massage is a relaxing way to unwind from the otherwise hectic travel schedule. Unless you're not used to a rather firm massage.
Yeah, this is good. I think my butt's exposed. Look, it's a brand new culture. It's a brand new place for me to go. Yes, there's a lot of cuisines to cuisine.
So I think when we travel, there's a lot of temptation with high carbohydrate foods that are available to us. It's really important to understand that travel itself is disruptive to the nervous system, disruptive to the body. It might be very exciting, it might be fun, but there's lack of sleep, there's a shift in the microbiome, there are different environments, there's different climates. Perhaps it's very hot, perhaps it's very cold. If we start indulging in all of these high carbohydrate foods, highly processed foods that we're simply not used to, it can cause an immediate and very severe spike in blood sugar, which immediately then starts to mess with the neurotransmitters in the brain.
With relaxed muscles and a newly unlocked level of hunger, Rach and Jason head to a local warung to feast on a traditional Balinese meal.
Yep, so I'm doing the rice with my stick.
Yeah, so eat that.
Oh, yep, here we go.
And then a bite of the satay.
Bottoms up. That's hot.
So good. The satay stick is so good.
The chicken is with chili.
So much flavour.
Chicken is
Okay, the salad's
Here I go.
not safe for you,
spicy.
No. Yep.
but delicious.
Ooh, good.
Spicy, but so delicious. And I don't know, it's just fresh. It's hot,
It's
spicy,
definitely fresh.
fresh.
Definitely fresh chilies and everything.
No, I think it's delicious. I think it's like a flavor packed.
But
See, that is crunchy chicken
this
skin.
feels hotter than anything I've had in Perth before.
It's crunchy.
That's hot.
What is it?
Yeah.
I didn't try it before. It's not hot. It should not be hot. That hot. That hot.
That's very hot.
It has a kick.
That's very hot. Jason, that's probably we've hit the limit.
Welcome to
Jason.
Bali.
The best way to settle down those taste buds is by having a hot drink.
We got to try the famous Luwak Coffee, and it was an experience. It was really cool. I really liked it. I like to see, you get to see the animals. Yeah, it's this kind of gross thing, but I mean, it's also interesting. And we're going to do a little tasting sample platter of coffees and teas. So we've got 5 coffees and 5 teas.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, tea, coffee.
Luwak Coffee is famous for its production method, a unique way to go from coffee bean to coffee in a cup.
There's a lot of things that can feel unfamiliar. And so that can also create, it can be a good thing, but it can also be a challenging thing because there's differences in texture, there's differences in taste.
So this is the famous Luwak coffee.
tell me about it, Jace.
No, we're going to have a sip first.
What do you know
But
about it, Rach? Yeah, what do you know about it?
So it's activating sort of different taste buds and things that we might not usually be stimulating with our normal dietary preferences.
Very bitter. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Or coffee.
But do you like black coffee in general?
There's often food and eating challenges for people who are neurodivergent. People who are neurodivergent they might have specific food preferences that have to do with textures. So there might be specific preferences for things that they like and things that they don't like. And it's not just that they don't like it, I can't tolerate that. It feels wrong, it tastes wrong.
So where's it come from, Jace?
So it's bitter, but it's smooth.
From?
And it's Luwak coffee.
When
And
it
basically
originated in the...
how it's created is, the animal that you
yes.
loved and you were talking to when you came in?
Yes, the raccoon.
This is not a raccoon. It's actually an Asian palm civet.
So, yeah, kind of.
Okay.
That animal, so the coffee beans?
Yes.
Yeah, they grow on a tree.
This is a very long-winded story, but yes, go.
They eat the beans.
Eat the beans.
That's their main diet. And then they poo it out. And then these farmers collect it
You are.
and wash it and then roast it. I'm pretty sure it's like roasted. And then, so this is Luwak Coffee. So basically when it's digested through their digestive enzymes, yeah, it makes it like smoother. So yeah, it's like feces.
Okay. It's got real. I feel like I'm playing Survivor.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's actually really good.
It's not my preference though, because I drink mochas and that's kind of my favourite thing, or like a vanilla latte. I've a bit of a sweet tooth, so.
So I ended the day with trying some Klepon, which is, I mean, I like chewy stuff, so I didn't so much like mind the texture of the outside.
And that does, whilst I did think it was called Klepon originally, it's a type of a little sweet. It's green with coconut sticking out of it.
It was a bit, caught me off guard when you bite into it and it explodes and the inside is super watery. That was not expected.
And a 2 and a 3 and
Yep.
bang.
Go, put it in your mouth.
Not a fan of that fruit. Not a fan of that fruit.
Not bad. It's on your chin.
It was a squirt with a smell, Kel. Squirt with a smell.
Yeah.
It was a squell.
The squirt was thinner,
Well,
much more gushing than I expected.
I'm still chewing.
She's gonna learn to love it. And catch it in her mouth?
Fuck this.
Yeah, that's enough sensory overload for one day. Stay tuned for episode 2, where we see our Energizer bunnies navigate through the slippery rice fields. Spoiler alert, mud gets thrown. See you on the next one.